Hi, I'm Jules Graham and welcome to Furious Fiction, and with me is Mark Mustian. And Mark, who are we talking to today?
We're talking to Bob Shacochis.
Special day.
The Bob Shacochis, the winner of the National Book Award, finalist for the National Book Award. He's written the novel that's the novel of the year, maybe the novel of the decade, The Woman Who Lost Her Soul. Bob, welcome.
Thanks a lot for having me.
Okay, Bob, you're larger than life, in life.
What?
But I was reading, when you sort of develop these characters, what you actually do is sort of try and empty your mind so they can develop quietly by themselves in there. How do you get yourself out of it?
Out of the character? That's a pretty good question. On 60 Minutes or some broadcast show a month ago, I watched Daniel Day-Lewis be interviewed about his role in Lincoln and how he channeled and I guess inhabited Lincoln 24/7 while they were making that movie, that Spielberg movie, Lincoln. And I guess it was Scott Pelley who said, basically asked the same question you're just asking me. And Daniel Day-Lewis said he was devastated when the shooting was over and he had to leave Lincoln behind because he felt so close to Lincoln, and anybody who's seen the movie knows he even channeled Lincoln's high-pitched voice, and emotionally he grew so close to Lincoln that when he had to walk away from the role, it was a grieving process. And I really feel that because I've been with my characters for 10 years. Most people, when you finish a 10-year project, want to congratulate you. There was a small sense of relief in finishing anything, but I was depressed for weeks and weeks because everybody who had inhabited my mind, my creative mind, for 10 years was now, that they were done. They now move out into the world and become other people's fantasies.
Yes.
Hey, Bob, can I ask you, just, you were trained as a journalist, and do you still, when you write, do you think of yourself first that way? I mean, do you come at it from kind of a typical journalistic, or is that kind of, you're off in a different space now?
It's a hybrid. I mean, the way I think of myself is a struggling hack. And so
nothing could be further from the
sure.
truth. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's best that I actually do feel that way because it makes me really strive, to get to the next level. But this book is not autobiographical, but it does sort of start and take a few steps in an autobiographical mode, because I spent a lot of time in Haiti reporting on the American invasion of Haiti, and at the very end of my 18 months there, I did meet this young, beautiful woman who was a photojournalist who asked me to introduce her to a voodoo priest. And I said, sure, we can do that. And I chose a temple that was an hour north of Port-au-Prince because I just wanted to get out of Port-au-Prince. It's
well, and what led you there to begin with in Haiti?
What led me to where?
The first time you ever went to Haiti, why were you there?
Oh, the first time I ever went to Haiti was 1986, and the New York Times Sunday magazine asked me to report on the what's called the déchoucage in Creole, which means the uprooting. And that was the revolution that threw out baby Doc Duvalier. Mm-hmm. So I reported on that for the New York Times. So that, how many years later, 8 years later, when it looked like we might invade, I got a call from the editor at Harper's Magazine and asked me, do you think we're going to invade? Because Clinton had just said he wouldn't rule out the use of force. And I said, yeah, I've been talking to friends in Port-au-Prince, and they've been told by the State Department to find cover when we start bombing. And so the editor said, well, if we invade, will you cover it? And I thought, Jesus Christ, I don't have that much testosterone, and the little I have, I've got better use for it.
Well, it's interesting that you've kind of gone back there in your writing, and then a large part of this book, Haiti sets the framework for the whole thing. So
Right.
it's really interesting because.
The Woman Who Lost Her Soul. Amazing book. Everyone has the opportunity to delve into Bob's mind. It should be an interesting trip.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we look forward to talking to you later.
Terrific.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bob.
We'll see you next time on Furious Fiction.
Bye.